Hello, I and my buddy Joe English are sending our regards, and today we would like to discuss some vocab items with you. So, without further ado, let's share the PowerPoint. All right, so first vocab item we want to discuss today is the word mercenary. It's an adjective. It basically means a hired soldier, somebody who is willing to fight for whoever gives him money. Okay. It could also mean money oriented, greedy, acquisitive, avaricious, and so on. Okay, so interested only in the amount of money that you can get from a situation, then this person is a mercenary. What are some antonyms or opposite words in meaning? Philanthropic, altruistic, volunteer. Altruistic is an adjective meaning showing a wish to help or bring advantages to other people. Even if this results in disadvantage for yourself, or without caring much about your own personal benefit. I doubt whether her motives for donating the money are altruistic. She's probably looking for publicity. What is the meaning of conscript as a verb? To conscript or draft means to force somebody by law to serve in one of the armed forces branches. He was conscripted into the army at the age of 18. All right. The poverty stricken and pauperous Nubians were strong and courageous, and gladly served in Egypt as mercenary soldiers and police. Sorry. According to the newspaper, the man hired a mercenary to kill his ex-wife. So mercenary means a hired soldier, a hired somebody to basically to fight. Okay, so that's the meaning of mercenary. It's a noun. Now moving on, pithy. It's an adjective and it means short, short and clever, expressing an idea cleverly in a few words, of language and style, terse and vigorously expressive. Some synonyms of pithy: concise, compact, short and sweet. Some antonyms are opposite in meaning: wordy, diffuse, rambling, verbose, and so on. What is the meaning of pith? The white substance between the skin and the flesh of citrus fruits such as oranges or lemons. Okay? A pithy remark. The short, pithy sayings have become popular mottos and household words. The title of your book should be pithy and unforgettable, meaning short, concise, and unforgettable. So pithy, short and clever, or short and concise. It's an adjective. Moving on, quagmire is a noun. It could mean an area of soft, wet ground which you sink into if you try to walk on, like a marsh that can uh, get you to sink in it. Or it could mean a difficult and dangerous situation. A difficult and dangerous situation. So some synonyms in meaning could be quandary, swamp, mess, muddle. And some antonyms: agreement, contentment, solution, peace. Examples to show quagmire's meaning. At the end of the match, the pitch was a real quagmire. Since the coup, the country has sunk deeper into a quagmire of violence and lawlessness. So quagmire either means marsh and soft, wet ground that you can easily sink into, or it could mean a difficult and dangerous situation. Moving on, tome. is a noun, means large, heavy book or large scholarly book. Synonyms: volume, opus, writing work, and so on. Examples to show its meaning: she's written several weighty tomes on the subject. She's written several weighty tomes on the subject, very large books. Opus is a piece of music written by a particular musician and given a number relating to the order in which it was published, or formal, any work of art. For example, he showed us his latest opus, a rather awful painting of a vase of flowers. So, opus could mean any work of art. Tom, Dick, and Harry, meaning people, ordinary people, not specialized people, and so on. You'd better get a qualified electrician to sort this out. You don't want any Tom, Dick, and Harry messing around with your electrics. So, Tom, Dick, and Harry, it's an expression or word that means ordinary people or common people who may not be specialized in whatever you want to do. Okay? Or it could mean Tom, Dick, and Harry could mean the general public. Like, for example, you better protect your privacy. You don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to know about this story, for example. Okay? Yes, if it's personal, for example, you wouldn't want the public, the common people, everybody to basically keep talking about something private that is related to you, for example. Okay? Moving on. Urbane is an adjective and it means comfortable and polite in social situations, courteous and refined in manner. John Herschel was an urbane, kind, and generous man. So, urbane meaning polite or courteous, polite and generous man. Mercenary, we already discussed that earlier, is a hired soldier who's hired to fight for a country or group or basically anybody who pays him to do so. Vex is a verb and it means to cause difficulty to someone or to cause someone to feel angry, annoyed, or upset. This issue continues to vex the government. You know, something like overpopulation, for example, vexes the government because they always think of how we're gonna provide work opportunity for all these people, for example. Okay, yes. Uprise is a verb and it's usually formal, meaning to inform or tell someone about something. The president has been apprised of the situation, or the intelligence apprised the president of the latest. So, apprise meaning to inform, and it's usually very formal to use this word to inform somebody of or about something. Okay. When you say keep me apprised, meaning keep me informed of what's going on. The last word we're gonna discuss today is bore. B for book. It means a person who is rude and doesn't consider other people's feelings. He's primarily concerned with making money at the expense of ethics. Okay, for example, he or she is a bore or boorish, meaning he or she cares only about his or her profit and who is rude and not refined. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. My tip for you, learners of English, is that when you learn any new vocab items, you should start using them in your speech and writing. This will enrich your vocabulary repertoire. You'll be able to use a variety of words and expressions whenever you speak or write. If you don't start right away to use the newly learned words and expressions and collocations and so forth, you won't be able to remember them and You won't be able to use a variety of words and expressions when you speak and write, and so your style will be more or less the same without much variation or uh, without much variety or use of various words and expressions, and so the style will be poor. If you keep enriching your style with new vocabulary, with new words, this will renew your style, give you the chance of using variety of words in your speech and writing, and that will uh, help increase your overall linguistic ability and your own overall proficiency in the language. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned.